Casting for Miami Vice was a meticulous process that shaped the show's iconic status. The creators sought actors who could embody the essence of the characters, while also bringing a unique flair to the roles. Don Johnson, who played Sonny Crockett, was chosen after a series of auditions that showcased his charm and charisma. His ability to blend toughness with vulnerability made him the perfect fit for the role. Philip Michael Thomas, cast as Ricardo Tubbs, impressed the producers with his strong presence and chemistry with Johnson during their screen tests. The two actors had an instant rapport, which was crucial for the buddy cop dynamic that the show relied on. Other key roles were filled through a combination of auditions and recommendations. The casting team looked for actors who could handle the show's blend of drama and action while also fitting into the vibrant Miami setting. The chemistry tests were pivotal, as they allowed the producers to see how the actors interacted with one another, ensuring that the on-screen relationships felt authentic. Moments during the auditions revealed the actors' potential to bring depth to their characters. The casting process was not just about finding the right look, but also about capturing the spirit of the 1980s Miami lifestyle. This attention to detail in casting helped Miami Vice become a cultural phenomenon, with its actors delivering performances that resonated with audiences. Focusing on the directorial vision behind the 1984 TV series Miami Vice, the creators aimed to blend crime drama with a unique visual style. The directors, particularly Michael Mann, sought to capture the vibrant and gritty essence of Miami. They drew inspiration from various sources, including the music and fashion of the 1980s, which played a crucial role in shaping the show's aesthetic. The use of pastel colors, neon lights, and stylish cinematography created a distinct look that set the series apart from other crime shows of its time. Mann's approach emphasized character development and emotional depth, allowing the cast to explore their roles fully. He encouraged actors like Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas to bring their own interpretations to the characters, fostering a collaborative environment. The directors worked closely with the crew, including cinematographers and costume designers, to ensure that every visual element aligned with the show's tone. This collaboration resulted in a series that not only told compelling stories, but also became a cultural phenomenon, influencing fashion and music trends of the era. The combination of innovative storytelling and striking visuals made Miami Vice a landmark in television history.
Hey, Stormy, she's a good girl.
She doesn't even know the difference between a tire iron and a timing light. She could.
Miami Vice is a classic TV series that aired in the 1980s. It follows two undercover detectives, Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs, as they tackle crime in Miami. The show is known for its stylish visuals, memorable music, and unique blend of drama and action. Out of the many roles in this series, which one was your favorite? Each character brought something special to the story, making it hard to choose just one. Many fans have cherished memories associated with this series. Do you have a favorite moment or experience related to Miami Vice? Perhaps it was a particular episode that stood out, or a time you watched it with friends or family. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. As we dive deeper into this video, there are many funny, shocking, and sad facts coming up. So keep watching. Miami Vice not only shaped television, but also left a lasting impact on pop culture.
This week to number 5.
2 slots?
Not bad for a washed-up has-been, huh?
Filming the 1984 TV series Miami Vice involved a unique blend of style and substance, showcasing the vibrant culture of Miami. The set design played a crucial role, with bright colors and sleek lines reflecting the city's nightlife and fashion. The production team often used real locations around Miami, including the famous Ocean Drive and the bustling streets of Little Havana, which added authenticity to the show. Logistical challenges arose from shooting in busy urban areas, requiring careful planning to manage traffic and crowds. The crew often worked late into the night to capture the city's neon-lit atmosphere. Innovative techniques were employed, such as using handheld cameras to create a more dynamic and immersive viewing experience. The use of music was also groundbreaking, with contemporary hits integrated into the storytelling, enhancing the emotional impact of scenes. Additionally, the show utilized advanced lighting techniques to highlight the dramatic visuals, making Miami itself a character in the series. The combination of these elements helped Miami Vice become a cultural phenomenon, setting new standards for television production.
Just do me one favor then, okay? Or no money.
While many viewers associate Miami Vice with the Miami Police Department, it is important to clarify that the series actually centers on a fictionalized unit of the Dade County Department of Public Safety, specifically the Metropolitan Police Division. This distinction is significant, as the Metro Police operated outside the city limits of Miami and was a larger agency under the jurisdiction of the Dade County Sheriff. The show captures the essence of law enforcement in the greater Miami area, highlighting the complexities and challenges faced by officers in a county-wide force. Some fans appreciate the series for its stylish portrayal of crime and the vibrant culture of Miami during the 1980s, while others argue that it sometimes sacrifices realism for dramatic effect. The characters, particularly the vice detectives, are often seen as emblematic of the era's fashion and music, contributing to the show's lasting appeal. However, critics point out that the focus on style can overshadow the more serious themes of crime and morality. Despite these differing opinions, Miami Vice remains a cultural touchstone, reflecting both the glamour and grit of its setting. The series has sparked discussions about the nature of policing and the portrayal of law enforcement in media, making it a topic of interest for both fans and scholars alike. The legacy of Miami Vice continues to influence how crime dramas are crafted, blending entertainment with social commentary in a way that resonates with audiences even today.
Deal. Spectacular. There's just one more item. What's that?
The creation of the score and soundtrack for the 1984 TV series Miami Vice was a groundbreaking effort that significantly shaped the show's identity. The music, composed by Jan Hammer, played a crucial role in setting the mood and enhancing the narrative. Hammer's use of synthesizers and electronic sounds created a unique soundscape that matched the vibrant and often gritty atmosphere of Miami. The iconic theme song, with its catchy melody and driving rhythm, immediately drew viewers into the world of undercover cops and high-stakes crime. As the series progressed, the soundtrack featured a mix of popular music from various genres, including rock, pop, and jazz. This eclectic mix not only reflected the diverse culture of Miami, but also helped to underscore key emotional moments in the episodes. The choice of songs often aligned perfectly with the storylines, amplifying the tension or providing a sense of nostalgia. Musicians and guest artists contributed to the series, bringing their own styles and energy. The collaboration between Hammer and these artists created memorable musical moments that resonated with audiences. The music became a character in its own right, guiding viewers through the highs and lows of the narrative. The innovative approach to music in Miami Vice set a new standard for television, influencing how soundtracks are crafted in the industry today.
Blink. And you're mine.
At the time of its creation, Miami faced significant challenges, including negative media coverage related to race riots, police corruption, and drug trafficking. City officials were concerned that the word Vice in the show's title would further damage the city's image. They proposed alternative titles to the production team, but the producers insisted on keeping Miami Vice. As the show gained popularity, resistance to the title lessened. The theme song evolved over time. It did not reach its final version until several episodes had aired, at which point the recognizable synthesized lead guitar track was added, contributing to the show's distinct sound. During pre-production, Don Johnson, who played Sonny Crockett, envisioned his character as more of a cowboy. He suggested a wardrobe of denim, V-neck sweaters, and cowboy boots. Johnson was uncertain about how the bright colors and pastels would align with his character's tough image. However, producer Michael Mann and costume designer Jody Lynn Tillen saw Crockett as a beach bum. Johnson eventually accepted this vision, leading to his character becoming a major fashion icon of the 1980s.
You see Bobby profile. Bobby cares. Cut. That's a wrap, people. Bobby, you were rocking. Good.
In the iconic scenes of Miami Vice, the direction by Michael Mann stands out for its stylish and gritty approach. The use of vibrant colors and dramatic lighting creates a unique atmosphere that captures the essence of the 1980s. The performances of Don Johnson as Sonny Crockett and Philip Michael Thomas as Ricardo Tubbs bring depth to their characters, showcasing a blend of toughness and vulnerability. Their chemistry is palpable, making their partnership feel authentic and engaging. Cinematography plays a crucial role, with sweeping shots of Miami's skyline and intimate close-ups that draw viewers into the emotional stakes of each scene. The use of music, particularly the synth-heavy soundtrack, enhances the mood, making moments unforgettable. For instance, the opening sequence, with its fast-paced visuals and pulsating beats, sets the tone for the entire series. Filmmakers often comment on how Miami Vice broke the mold of traditional cop shows, focusing on style as much as substance. The show's impact on the audience is profound, as it not only entertained, but also influenced fashion and music trends of the time. The blend of action, drama, and visual artistry left a lasting legacy, making Miami Vice a cultural touchstone that resonates even today.
You got any estimates? How about the whole shooting match? How about $15 million?
Edward James Olmos declined an offer from director Michael Mann to reprise his role as Lieutenant Martin Castillo in the 26 movie version. He was the only cast member from the original series approached for the film. The show received praise from television critics, especially in its first season, for its music. The soundtrack featured a mix of popular songs by artists like Glenn Frey, Phil Collins, and Kate Bush, along with original compositions by Jan Hammer, who was known for his work with the Mahavishnu Orchestra. Both Frey and Collins made cameo appearances in some episodes, adding to the show's appeal. Initially, the series was set to be called Gold Coast, as seen in early TV promotions. However, the frequent use of the phrase Miami Vice by the characters led to a change in the title, which ultimately became iconic. The combination of music, style, and storytelling contributed to the show's lasting impact on television.
I have business with you at 13.
The 1984 TV series Miami Vice had a significant cultural and social impact that resonated deeply with audiences. Its unique visual style, characterized by pastel colors and sleek fashion, influenced the aesthetics of the 1980s and beyond. The use of contemporary music, particularly the incorporation of popular songs into episodes, helped to shape the sound of the decade and made the series a cultural touchstone. Moreover, Miami Vice tackled relevant social issues such as drug trafficking, crime, and the complexities of law enforcement. By portraying the darker sides of urban life, it sparked discussions about morality, justice, and the consequences of crime. The characters, particularly Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs, became icons, representing a new kind of hero who was both flawed and relatable. This complexity allowed viewers to engage with the characters on a deeper level, reflecting the struggles of the time. The show's influence extended beyond television, impacting fashion trends, music videos, and even film. Miami Vice helped to redefine the cop drama genre, paving the way for future series that would blend style with substance. Its legacy continues to be felt in modern media, as creators draw inspiration from its groundbreaking approach to storytelling and visual presentation. The series not only entertained, but also encouraged viewers to reflect on the social issues of the era, making it a significant part of pop culture history. Don Johnson used a special shoulder holster designed by Galco called the Miami Classic during filming. This holster is now displayed at Galco Gun Leather headquarters, along with an autographed photo of Johnson. The show was notable for its use of popular music, incorporating songs at key moments in episodes. Universal paid around $10,000 per episode for music rights, featuring artists like Eric Clapton, Phil Collins, and U2. The series also included original background music composed by Jan Hammer and Tim Truman. Hammer's Miami Vice theme became a global hit. CA Records released 3 soundtrack albums, with the first reaching #1 on the Billboard Top 200 album chart. A memorable scene is the In the Air Tonight sequence from the pilot episode, where the main characters drive through Miami to a drug deal, set to Phil Collins' song. Ricardo Tubbs drove a classic 1964 Cadillac DeVille, adding to the show's iconic style.
2-minute warning, pal.
Critics received the 1984 TV series Miami Vice with a mix of admiration and skepticism. Many praised its stylish visuals, innovative use of music, and the chemistry between the lead characters, Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs. The show was noted for its blend of crime drama with a unique aesthetic that captured the vibrant culture of Miami. Some reviews highlighted its departure from traditional cop shows, focusing instead on character development and emotional depth. Audience reactions were largely positive, with viewers drawn to its fast-paced storytelling and memorable soundtracks featuring popular music of the time. The series garnered significant recognition, winning multiple awards, including 2 Golden Globe Awards and several Primetime Emmy Awards. These accolades underscored the show's impact on television and its influence on future crime dramas. For the cast and crew, these honors validated their creative efforts and helped solidify their careers in the entertainment industry. The show's legacy continues to resonate, influencing both television and film, showcasing the power of innovative storytelling and production design. Sonny Crockett owned 5 boats throughout the series. In the pilot, he had a Cabo Rico 38 sailboat. In Season 1, he switched to an Endeavour 40 sailboat. From Seasons 2 to 5, he used an Endeavour 42 sailboat. All 3 sailboats were named the St. Vitus's Dance. In addition to the sailboats, he also had a Murray Chris Craft 390X speedboat and a Wellcraft 38 Scarab Key V speedboat. Lieutenant Martin Castillo, while not often involved in shootouts, carried a Colt Trooper MK-53 Magnum with a 6-inch barrel. This choice of weapon was unusual for a plainclothes officer whose role was mainly administrative. It may have served as a reminder to Crockett about who had the bigger gun. Michael Mann shared an interesting story about the cars used in the show. Enzo Ferrari watched the series and was unhappy that it featured a fake Ferrari Daytona. The car was actually a Corvette with a fiberglass replica body. Ferrari asked Mann how he could help replace the fake car. Mann suggested sending a couple of Testarossas and offered to blow up the Daytona. Enzo Ferrari agreed, and the Daytona was destroyed in the first episode of Season 3.
He's not stupid enough to give you the guy above him, because he'd rather do a hard 18 months than be dead, and that's his choice.
During the making of Miami Vice, the cast and crew experienced many memorable moments that shaped the show. One day, Don Johnson, who played Sonny Crockett, decided to bring his pet alligator to the set. The crew was both excited and nervous, unsure how the alligator would behave. As they filmed a scene, the alligator unexpectedly escaped, causing a brief panic. Everyone laughed afterward, but it reminded them of the unpredictable nature of filming. Another time, Philip Michael Thomas, who played Ricardo Tubbs, insisted on wearing a custom-made suit for a particular scene. The suit was so tight that he struggled to move comfortably. The crew had to pause filming several times to help him adjust it. Despite the discomfort, he delivered a fantastic performance, showcasing his dedication to the role. The show's unique style also came from the crew's creative brainstorming sessions. They often gathered in a small room, filled with ideas and snacks, to discuss new storylines. These sessions were lively, with everyone contributing their thoughts. The energy in the room helped shape the iconic look and feel of the series, making it a cultural phenomenon. Filming in Miami brought its own challenges. The heat and humidity often made long shooting days tough. Crew members would joke about the Miami sweat as they tried to stay cool while working. Despite the tough conditions, the camaraderie among the cast and crew grew stronger, creating lasting friendships. The music played a crucial role in Miami Vice, and the team worked hard to select the perfect tracks. They often listened to music together, discussing how each song could enhance a scene. This collaboration helped create the show's unforgettable soundtrack, which became a defining feature of the series. These behind-the-scenes stories reveal the fun, challenges, and creativity that went into making Miami Vice a beloved show. The experiences shared by the cast and crew contributed to the magic that captivated audiences around the world. Johnson and John Diehl invested in the boxing career of Mark Breland. Johnson auditioned for the role of Sonny Crockett while in Miami working on a low-budget film about Vietnam called Ceasefire. Edward James Olmos drove a red Porsche Turbo, which he bought in Miami from a sale of items confiscated in drug busts. He noted that the previous owner received a 30-year sentence while he got the car. Shortly after, the Porsche Turbo was stolen. The series became known for its stylish portrayal of Miami's drug trade and law enforcement. The characters often faced moral dilemmas while navigating the criminal underworld. The show featured a mix of action, drama, and music, which contributed to its popularity. The unique visual style and storytelling set it apart from other shows of its time. The impact of the series extended beyond television, influencing fashion and music trends in the 1980s. The performances of the lead actors were central to its success, making it a memorable part of television history.
They have arrived.
Miami Vice changed the landscape of television in the 1980s with its unique blend of style, music, and storytelling. The show introduced a new way of presenting crime dramas, focusing on the lives of two undercover detectives in Miami. Its use of vibrant colors, fashion, and a contemporary soundtrack set it apart from other series of the time. The influence of Miami Vice can be seen in many later shows and films that adopted its stylish approach and emphasis on character development. Directors and producers were inspired by its cinematic quality, leading to a trend where television began to resemble film more closely. The series also popularized the use of music videos and storytelling, with many episodes featuring songs that enhanced the emotional impact of the scenes. This approach influenced future series like The Sopranos and Breaking Bad, which also focused on complex characters and moral ambiguity. Moreover, Miami Vice's cultural impact extended beyond television, inspiring fashion trends and even music genres. The show's legacy continues to resonate as it paved the way for a new era of storytelling in both film and television. Its bold style and innovative techniques remain a reference point for creators looking to push boundaries in visual storytelling.
Hi, Sonny. This is Tracy Mitchell. I saw your...
Sonny's undercover alias was Sonny Barnett, while Ricardo's alias was Rico Cooper. In the pilot episode, Ricardo used the name Teddy Prentice, and in some early episodes of the first season, he went by Richard Taylor. Sonny Crockett had a pet alligator named Elvis, which added a unique element to the show. Don Johnson, who played Sonny, had previously portrayed Elvis Presley in a made-for-TV movie. Two alligators were used during filming, named Elvis and Presley. Initially, the producers considered using a stuffed alligator instead. Don Johnson was also considered for the role of Horatio Kane in a later series, but the part ultimately went to David Caruso. The show became known for its stylish portrayal of Miami and its focus on undercover police work, blending action with character-driven stories. The dynamic between the main characters and their interactions with the vibrant Miami setting contributed to its lasting impact on television.
I thought this guy was retired.
Well, maybe now it's my hobby.
The dilapidated apartment building featured in the pilot episode later became the mansion of Gianni Versace after extensive renovations. Don Johnson, who played one of the main characters, became a frequent guest at the mansion and developed a friendship with Versace. Tragically, on July 15, 1997, Versace was shot and killed in front of his mansion. A real-life Miami police officer named Greg Krall, who sometimes appeared as an extra on the show, was involved in the SWAT raid that captured Versace's murderer. Serial killer Andrew Cunanan, Crockett's iconic Ferrari Daytona was actually a modified Corvette. This caused concern for Ferrari executives, who were unhappy that a fake Ferrari was gaining popularity. To address this, they offered to provide the series with their new flagship car, the Testarossa. The white Ferrari Testarossa used in the show had a stunt double, which was a supercharged, heavily modified De Tomaso Pantera. As part of an agreement with Ferrari, this stunt car was destroyed after the series concluded.
Told you. Show me proof. Our careers were to be mutually respected.
Martin Ferrero portrayed Trini DeSoto, a hitman who met his end in the pilot episode. He later returned as Izzy Moreno, a recurring character throughout the series. Don Johnson, known for his role as Crockett, maintained a distinct look by using a sideburn trimmer to keep his two-day stubble. Initially, Gary Cole and Jimmy Smits were considered for the roles of Crockett and Tubbs. Both actors eventually appeared on the show, with Smits making his debut in the episode titled Brother's Keeper, and Cole appearing in Trust Fund Pirates. The series became known for its stylish portrayal of Miami and its focus on crime and law enforcement. The characters and their interactions contributed to the show's popularity, making it a significant part of television history. The unique approach to storytelling and character development set a standard for future crime dramas. The blend of music, fashion, and action created a lasting impact on the genre.
You can't go without backup.
When Edward James Olmos joined the cast, he made specific changes to his character, He insisted that his character's desk should always be clear of paperwork, emphasizing a clean and organized workspace. He also wanted to establish a sense of respect in the office, suggesting that officers should knock before entering. This attention to detail contributed to the show's unique atmosphere. The show's visual style was influenced by Michael Mann, who developed the trademark pastel color scheme after a visit to a paint store. This choice of colors helped set the tone and mood of the series, making it visually distinct from other shows of the time. Mann's creative input was significant in the early seasons, but his involvement ended by the 5th season. His departure marked a shift in the show's direction as new writers and producers took over. The changes in leadership affected the storytelling and overall feel of the series as it progressed.
Began work in Las Vegas. Dorothy Bain is the question mark.
Anthony Yerkovich created the show after leaving another series. He had previously written a character named Sonny Crockett, who was a 300-pound racist biker. This character inspired the lead role in the new show. The character of Sonny Crockett has a backstory that includes volunteering for military service in Vietnam during the early 1970s. Don Johnson, who played Crockett, tried to join the Marine Corps around the same time, but was rejected due to a drug possession conviction. The show was designed for a younger audience, particularly those who watched MTV. The focus was on visuals, emotions, and energy rather than deep plots or character development. This approach reflected the changing tastes of viewers in the mid-1980s. The series became known for its stylish presentation and memorable music, which helped it stand out in television history. The combination of action, drama, and a vibrant setting contributed to its lasting impact. Before filming began, producers considered using Los Angeles for exterior shots, but they decided to film entirely in Miami. This choice allowed for authentic visuals of the city, unlike other shows that filmed interiors in studios far from their settings. This production used Greenwich Studios in North Miami for most interior scenes. The series featured several notable musicians in guest roles, including Frank Zappa, Gene Simmons, Willie Nelson, Miles Davis, Frankie Valli, Little Richard, Glenn Frey, and Ted Nugent. While Willie Nelson continued acting in later years, Miles Davis and Glenn Frey made their acting debuts on the show. Zappa's role was left open-ended, but health issues prevented his return. The soundtrack for the series achieved significant success, reaching #1 on the charts and remaining there for 12 weeks. This made it the most successful TV soundtrack ever, surpassing the previous record held by Henry Mancini's music from Peter Gunn, which had been #1 for 10 weeks in 1959.
I don't think God is going to let Danny come near me again.
Denzel Washington was considered for the role of Ricardo Tubbs, while Andy Garcia auditioned for the same part. Don Johnson, who played Sonny Crockett, sparked media attention when he attended a meeting with then U.S. President Ronald Reagan without wearing socks. Johnson defended his choice by stating that a sports jacket over a t-shirt was sufficient for any meeting, except with the Queen. He added that he simply did not own any socks, as he lived in Miami. In the series, Johnson's character is a Sagittarius, born on December 15, 1949. Philip Michael Thomas, who portrayed Tubbs, is a Gemini, born on May 26, 1949. In the 2006 film adaptation, Colin Farrell, also a Gemini, was born on May 31, 1976, while Jamie Foxx, a Sagittarius born on December 13, 1967, took on the role of Tubbs. The casting choices and character traits reflect a blend of talent and unique personalities that contributed to the show's impact.
Public cooperation. Yes.
Crockett carried a unique pistol known as the Bren 10, which fired a powerful 10mm cartridge. However, it had issues functioning with blanks, which are necessary for filming. To solve this, the show's property master, Charlie Guanci, worked with a gunsmith in Hialeah, Florida, who modified the Bren 10 into a .45 automatic. This adaptation made it easier to use blanks, as .45 blanks were more readily available than 10mm blanks. As a result, the iconic Bren 10 was actually a Bren 45, a detail kept secret from most. Don Johnson received a Ferrari Testarossa from Enzo Ferrari as a token of appreciation for his role in the show. In the first 2 seasons, Crockett and Tubbs drove a Ferrari Daytona Spider, but this was actually a kit car built on a Chevy Corvette chassis. It featured a plexiglass body and used a Corvette engine, making it a cost-effective choice compared to a real Daytona Spider. For the later seasons, Ferrari's CEO offered a new white Testarossa for the characters to drive, enhancing the show's appeal with a genuine luxury vehicle.
You're right. Lion's easier. Always is. More natural. Sure. How you doing?
During pre-production, Don Johnson had a vision for his character, Sonny Crockett. He wanted Crockett to embody a cowboy style, suggesting denim, V-neck sweaters, and cowboy boots. Johnson was uncertain about the show's bright colors and pastel tones, feeling they clashed with his character's tough image. However, producer Michael Mann and costume designer Jody Lynn Tillen convinced him to embrace a beach bum look. This decision helped Johnson become a major fashion icon of the 1980s. Michael Talbott and John Diehl, who played Detective Stan Switek and Larry Zito, formed a strong friendship after their time on the show. Their bond continued beyond the series, showcasing the camaraderie that developed among the cast. Initially, NBC considered spinning off characters from another show. Hill Street Blues, Officers Rico and Hill were popular, but the network decided against a separate series. Instead, they adapted the concept into the characters of Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs, reflecting a white cop from the South and a black cop from the East. This decision shaped the dynamic of the show and contributed to its success.
Adonis,
Hey, baby.
we gotta talk.
You see the effect?
In one episode, Tubbs gets into a Firebird Trans Am, showcasing the show's focus on stylish cars and action. Don Johnson faced initial resistance from the creators regarding his casting. Before landing the role, he had appeared in 4 television pilots that did not succeed. This background made his eventual success in the series notable. The show's influence extended beyond television, as the Mexican wrestler Felino, known as Jorge Luis Casas, adopted the show's theme song as his entrance music in Señor. This connection highlights the cultural impact of the series, reaching audiences in various entertainment forms. The combination of strong characters, memorable music, and stylish visuals contributed to its lasting legacy. The series became a defining moment in television history, blending crime drama with a unique aesthetic that resonated with viewers. The characters and their stories left a mark on popular culture, influencing future shows and media.
What are we going to use for a panic code? How about down?
Lamont was removed from the show during the 4th season after Charlie Barnett faced a ban due to a reported drug incident involving Don Johnson. This change marked a significant shift in the cast dynamics. Don Johnson, known for his role as Sonny Crockett, often made a memorable entrance to the set in his own powerboat named My Vice. This personal touch added to his character's image and the show's overall style. In the final episode, Sonny Crockett is seen wearing a University of Kansas Jayhawk t-shirt, a nod to Johnson's own college days at the University of Kansas. This detail connected the actor to his character in a personal way, highlighting the blend of reality and fiction in the series. The show became known for its unique blend of crime drama and stylish visuals, leaving a lasting impact on television history. The behind-the-scenes events and personal touches from the cast contributed to the show's legacy and its cultural significance.
For a dealer, you're lucky you got out of there alive, man.
You telling me you had a hunch? The cops were killing dealers?
James Sonny Crockett initially used a Sig Sauer P220 and 45 auto in the pilot episode. However, he switched to the Bren 10 Temiwin auto, which was the first handgun chambered in that caliber. The Bren 10 was made by Dornos and Dixon and featured a 2-tone design with a black oxide slide and a stainless steel frame. The version used in the show had a hard chromed matte finish for better visibility in night scenes. Although the Bren 10 was designed for Temelin auto, the show used a variant chambered in 45 ACP after Dornos and Dixon ceased operations in 1986. Smith and Wesson took over the product placement contract. Crockett also carried a Detonix Pocket 9 as a backup weapon, concealed in his waistband. Don Johnson won the role of Sonny Crockett after competing against several actors, including Nick Nolte and Jeff Bridges. Mickey Rourke was also considered for the role but declined. He later collaborated with Johnson in the film Harley-Davidson and The Marlboro Man.
It all played like garden variety narcotics-related homicide. I didn't even...
Stan Switek's admiration for Elvis Presley is a notable aspect of the show. Don Johnson, who played Sonny Crockett, portrayed Elvis in a previous film. This connection is reflected in the series, where Crockett has a pet alligator named Elvis. Additionally, one of the alligators used in the show was named Presley, creating a humorous link to Johnson's past role. The title of the series, and the characters' exclamations of Miami Vice, are misleading. The police agency they work for is the Metro-Dade Police Department, not the Miami Police Department. Their badges clearly indicate this. Dade County is unique in Florida as a metropolitan area, with the MDPD handling law enforcement like a sheriff's office. Later, the county's name changed to Miami-Dade to enhance its recognition. The term Miami Vice was chosen for simplicity, as Metro-Dade Vice would be cumbersome. Don Johnson's influence extended beyond acting. Fashion designer Gianni Versace cited him and his character as inspirations, stating that Johnson was the first person he dressed in Miami. Lorraine Bracco was set to play Sonny's love interest Caitlin in Season 4, but had to withdraw due to illness. The show faced criticism for its high levels of violence, which some felt were glamorized by its visual style. Critics argued that the budget was spent more on aesthetics than on character development or coherent storytelling. Police departments expressed concern over the unrealistic portrayal of vice officers, while civic leaders in Miami were unhappy with the depiction of the city as a hub for prostitution, organized crime, and drugs. However, the production team began restoring buildings in Miami to enhance the show's visuals, which helped boost tourism and sparked ongoing renovation efforts in the city. Despite numerous nominations, the series won relatively few awards, with some attributing this to the conservative nature of award voters who were reluctant to recognize a show that celebrated hedonism and violence. Initially, NBC executives were hesitant to cast Don Johnson due to his history of starring in 4 failed pilots. Both Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas were born in 1949. To prepare potential cast members for their roles, they participated in stakeouts with the real Miami Vice unit. During his audition for Sonny Crockett, Don Johnson arrived directly from an all-night stakeout. He looked tired, with messy hair and no shave, which impressed the producers. This appearance reflected the reality of a vice cop after a long night, leading to his immediate hiring. The series was notable for its character development, especially with Crockett. Unlike many characters in long-running shows of that time, Crockett evolves significantly. He starts as a youthful, optimistic cop, believing he can make a difference despite the darkness he encounters. Over time, the pain from losing those he cares about leads him to a darker place. Ultimately, both he and Tubbs realize they cannot change a corrupt system and choose to break free from it. Switek also experiences character growth, but his arc develops mainly in the final season.
Which one of them turns you on,
During the first season, tensions arose between Edward James Olmos and Don Johnson due to their differing acting styles. Olmos channeled his frustration with Johnson into his character, leading to intense scenes. In some episodes, Lieutenant Castillo, played by Olmos, does not even make eye contact with Crockett, showcasing the depth of their on-screen conflict. The character Trudy, portrayed by a different actress, earned the nickname Big Booty Trudy among her colleagues, reflecting the informal and sometimes humorous dynamics within the team. Initially, the plan was to film most of the exterior scenes in Los Angeles, intending to pass it off as Miami. However, the production team decided to shoot nearly all scenes in Miami and Florida, capturing the authentic look and feel of the city. This choice added to the show's unique atmosphere and helped establish its identity. The combination of real locations and the actors' intense performances contributed to the series' lasting impact on television.
You're in it now, girlfriend. If I were you, I wouldn't press it.
The show featured real-life Metro-Dade police officers, adding authenticity to its portrayal of law enforcement. One notable officer, Syrte Police Sniper Greg Crowell, participated in significant events, including the SWAT raid that captured Gianni Versace's killer, Andrew Cunanan. Crowell was also involved in a hostage rescue of 13 children with autism from a school bus and helped recover remains from ValueJet 5092, which crashed in the Everglades. Jeffrey Owens, who auditioned for the role of Tubbs, was often mistaken for Philip Michael Thomas. He was deemed too young for the part, but later found success as Elvin Thibodeau on The Cosby Show. The series prioritized visual quality, making it one of the most expensive shows to produce at the time. The cost of producing a single episode exceeded the entire annual budget of the Miami Police Department's Vice Unit, reflecting its high production values and commitment to excellence.
They're not gonna walk away from this one like all the other street maggots that we bust and beat us home for breakfast. These two pay retail.
Sonny Crockett's alligator, named Elvis, serves as the mascot for the Florida college football team he was said to have played for. This detail adds a unique touch to the character's background. In a 2007 appearance on The Graham Norton Show, Don Johnson revealed that his character's famous look was not planned. The heat of Miami led him to remove unnecessary clothing, including socks. The costume designer had traveled to Italy and brought back outfits from Gianni Versace and Giorgio Armani, who were not yet well known. Johnson initially disliked these clothes, comparing them to pajamas. Interior scenes were originally set to be filmed at Universal Studios in Los Angeles. However, to make logistics easier, the production team chose to film at Greenwich Studios in North Miami. This decision allowed them to handle post-production in Los Angeles. In some early episodes, the rear loading dock of Greenwich Studios was used as the back room of the Gold Coast shipping building, which served as the Vice Squad's office. This choice of location contributed to the show's authentic Miami feel. Don Johnson considered leaving the show at the end of its second season. The studio planned to replace him with either Mark Harmon or Treat Williams. However, executive producer Michael Mann persuaded Johnson to stay. This decision made Johnson the highest-paid actor in television history at that time. As a result, he had to decline several movie roles, including leads in The Untouchables and Die Hard. During this period, the renovation of Art Deco buildings in South Beach was underway. The series played a role in this trend. Producers repaired and painted damaged buildings to create a suitable backdrop for filming. This effort contributed to the revitalization of the South Beach area, attracting more attention and investment. After Larry Wilcox was dropped from Chips, he auditioned for the role of Detective James Sonny Crockett to maintain his career. He and Johnson were the final two candidates for the role. Ultimately, producers chose not to cast Wilcox, believing that transitioning from one cop role to another would not be ideal.
It's safe. It's easy.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey appears frequently in the show, often as the drink of choice for the character Crockett on his boat named St. Vitus's Dance. It is not clear if this was a case of product placement. The series shares a connection with another crime drama, as both were produced by Michael Mann. This led to the use of similar writers, directors, and actors across both shows. For instance, Dennis Farina played crime lord Albert Lombard in 3 episodes, and later became the lead in Crime Story as Lieutenant Michael Torello. During the peak of the show's popularity in 1985, Don Johnson traveled to Germany to order a Porsche 959 directly from the factory in Stuttgart. This highlights the show's influence on popular culture and the personal interests of its stars. The blend of stylish elements and strong character development contributed to its lasting impact on television. Plans existed for episodes in the 4th season to take place in Paris and Tokyo. However, these ideas did not materialize due to declining ratings, which led to lower production budgets. Richard Dean Anderson was among those considered for the role of Sonny Crockett. Don Johnson, who played Crockett, became a prominent figure for Ray-Ban sunglasses during the 1980s, alongside Tom Cruise. Although neither participated in official advertising campaigns, their appearances in the show significantly boosted Ray-Ban sales. Johnson frequently wore various models, particularly the Ray-Ban Wayfarers, specifically the model L2052 in Mock Tortoise. This product placement strategy resulted in a remarkable increase in sales, with 720,000 units sold. In 1984 alone, the show's influence extended beyond entertainment, impacting fashion and consumer behavior during that era. Reflecting on the impact of the 1984 TV series Miami Vice, many viewers remember how it changed the landscape of television. The show brought a unique blend of style, music, and storytelling that resonated deeply with audiences. The vibrant visuals and iconic soundtrack created an atmosphere that was unlike anything seen before. For many, Miami Vice was not just a show. It was a cultural phenomenon that influenced fashion, music, and even lifestyle choices. The characters, especially Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs, became symbols of coolness and charisma. Their adventures in the neon-lit streets of Miami captivated viewers and sparked conversations about crime, morality, and friendship. As you think back on your own experiences with Miami Vice, consider how it shaped your views on storytelling and cinema. Did it inspire you to explore new genres or appreciate the artistry behind filmmaking? Sharing your memories can help others connect with the show in a deeper way. We invite you to engage with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more discussions on cinematic explorations. Your stories matter, and they can inspire a new generation of fans to discover the magic of Miami Vice.